Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Digital K.A.P. K-Dogg here.
Yes, DJ Roosta, baby, all day.
And it's your boy AJ to the BI, also known as Habi.
Nice. And we have a special guest here.
Yes,
Mel
sir.
from Major Mel Funxion podcast.
Give it a round of applause. Come on now. There you go.
What's up? The Funk's up, y'all. It's your guy, MELLY, the Funky Millennial.
Ooh, how you doing,
Get
man?
it. Let's
Chilling,
get it.
my friends. Chilling.
Good.
Thanks for having me, fellas.
Hell
Thanks for
yeah.
coming, man.
Hell yeah. Gotta have another member of the 03 gang, you know, Bayshore,
03, baby.
you know.
I know K-Dogg over there upset about them. I'm sorry.
I ain't no
baby.
set.
We had his boy last time.
I know, right?
Fights, you know what I mean?
Shoot.
So how everybody doing today?
Chilling.
Hey, okay, bro.
Good.
Nice weather.
We alive, right?
Hell
That's
yeah.
all.
That's what I'm
Hell yeah.
saying. That ass.
So, Melly Mel, man, I guess let's get right into it with you, boy. Where you from, man?
Well, I'm originally born in Wyandanch. So shout out to Wyandanch, the 11798, if I recall.
It's been that long?
Been that long, bro.
So I think that's a zip code.
But I do remember my phone number from back then, and it was the easiest
No,
phone number I
don't
ever
put
had.
that. I don't want to bleep things out on here.
Listen, I don't live there no
I
more.
was about to say, he don't even have that.
I don't even think that number
no more.
exists anymore. So if you want to call 631-643-3460, tell them Melly Mel sent you.
Oh, what's that?
But I went to middle school, high school out of Bayshore. Majority in Bayshore. Now I'm currently in Amityville, so I'm still a Long Island boy.
That's a fact.
So,
That's where I met you at. Is in middle school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was my transformative.
that's where we were. We were on the basketball team. Oh, he made the first cut, but I got the second cut. But still, he made.
A cut's a cut. Don't matter as long as you get on the team.
I was off the team.
Listen, but you got on the team though.
I don't know who messed it up.
Did y'all put any banners up? That's what really matters.
Nah.
That's a good question.
Might have been a homecoming banner that we might have ran through or some shit.
Man,
But ain't no other banners.
You know what's so
around.
messed up about that? I remember the practices more than the games.
Oh, the practices were hard.
I remember the one time I outran everyone, not coaches, like running up and down, like, "Oh, you think you bad?" I was like, "How are you still?"
Was that Swinson?
Yeah.
We had Swinson. Oh, R.I.P. Swinson.
No, he's still here. His brother.
here.
Oh,
It's his
Corey,
brother.
Corey.
Yeah.
Putting death for somebody.
Listen.
That's
My
what
bad.
y'all looked at you. I'm
My
like,
bad.
man, he's still alive, bro.
Condolences either way.
Yeah, either way, man.
Damn.
Yeah, damn.
You had it twisted though. You were thinking about the practices. See, Allen Iverson, that must say fuck practice. That's the real game.
The game's where it's at.
Man, but you got to understand, like, at least for me anyway, it was just one of those things. Like, it was brand new to me, so it smartened me up real quick. Like,
I wasn't no baller.
Mm,
That shit was
but I
just...
seen you on the court.
Listen,
Nah.
I wasn't no
Technically, he wasn't a sport player. He just played sports.
yeah, that'd be the
Put it
most
okay,
accurate
okay.
description of that.
Because
Yeah.
you wasn't a football player, a basketball player.
Yeah.
You weren't anything, but you played them sports.
I just played them
You fucked up
sports.
something on your arm or something
Yeah.
like that from football. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
So what did you love?
Running track, actually.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did that for a minute. I
Yeah,
forgot about
running
that.
track, actually.
You did that in high school, right? I think.
Yeah.
I started in the middle, though.
Yeah, I remember that. You were doing it. You
What'd
were
you
bad.
do,
Right, long distance.
8th grade into the high school.
Hell no.
Oh, that's what
Nah,
I did.
bro.
Long distance.
I was getting my races done in seconds.
He did the
All
dash.
right? Ain't gonna be no damn multi-minutes on this fucking track.
He was like, but Tom, what?
No.
That's one thing I regret.
Let me get my shit done in a couple
How did you do
meters.
the training though for track? Isn't
Track
that
is-
shit was intense.
No, track, honestly, track would set you up for any sport you want to play
Any
after
sport.
that.
Any sport.
You
Nah,
can
it wasn't.
condition
No,
in
seriously, yeah.
anything
Yeah.
after
Yep,
you
for
running.
sure.
Like, because all the, like, cross-country kids, anytime they came into the sports after cross-country season,
They're ready.
endurance
They're
was
ready.
up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nah, you know,
a
what a lot-
woods and shit. Like it was crazy.
But a
There's
lot-
like two sports, soccer and, like,
Yeah,
track
yeah,
will
yep.
get you
Now
right.
I remember that a lot of people would do if I'm doing the timeline right. I think I am. A lot of people would do track to get ready for football.
Right.
I think that's what ended up
I guess
happening.
depending on what position.
Yeah, cross-country.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah, because then in August,
If you're a running back, yeah. I would
well,
do
no,
that.
in general, just to get the condition up, because in August was Hell Week.
Yeah.
Which, well, I'm sorry, Hell Month, basically. I don't even call it Hell Week.
You get those multi-two-a-days.
There would be like 300 people on the squad and be like, oh, how you going to cut everyone? Like, don't worry about it. They'll cut themselves. And legit, like, you go to 300 people, then 200, then it'll be like 10 like you guys on us.
That's why half of these football players have brain dead. Fucking. For
Man,
sure.
football's intense, man. That's what I had to get up out of there. I know my
football is intense.
Yeah.
What's his name suffer from that brain shit? The
Yeah,
dude
a
that,
lot of them.
Yeah.
Do. A lot of
Yeah,
them.
man.
the Patriots do. Aaron
Yeah,
Hernandez,
that,
essentially.
that murder case, whatever.
So, so after you get out of high school and everything, you just big track star, cross country star,
I won't
whatnot.
say big, but
Wait a minute. We jumping around.
What you mean?
You still keep up with art? Because remember when back in the day he was an artist too.
Oh yeah.
I'm a hobbyist in most things. That's what
So what, you like just to dabble here and there and then kind of see where you at with
I
it?
kind of grew up an artsy kid. Like my uncle was an artist. Well, as far as like, I wouldn't even say necessarily artist, but was really talented in drawing. My godfather was really talented in drawing, so I picked that up from them. And you know, when you're a kid, art class is every fucking thing. Like,
Yeah.
Your favorite class.
art class and gym is like it. Who really cares about anything else when you're like elementary school, middle school?
I wasn't there. I was cutting. I was out.
I was nice. I loved art class.
Man, he wasn't cutting, man. Don't let this guy fool you, right?
But yeah, but like drawing was always just something fun. You know, you could always just doodle in class and shit.
Helps
but
you mental.
Yeah.
So when was the last time you really sat down and drew something? It's been a minute.
It's been definitely.
You think you can still do it again, or you like?
Yeah, I'd warm up to it.
Yeah.
But
Alright.
I can get some
That
strokes
doesn't
off.
lose you. You don't lose.
No, I feel like there's something like
Nah,
you would
it's
have
a
to like. They get to sit in a room one day and just
Nah.
kind of like.
In
just
middle
chill.
school, I was going in. Middle school, I was definitely going in. I was drawing
why I brought that
Spawn,
up.
all
Yeah.
type of random shit.
You know, so real.
That's why I
This is
brought
gonna make
that
me
up.
laugh. Like his name. Remember Jamel Simpson, right?
Oh.
Okay.
Yo, I grew up with Jamel Simpson in Wyandanch.
You did?
I knew him elementary school.
So-
Damn.
Me and him used to be really cool in middle school, high school, whatnot, right? And then he just moved there just like everyone else does. They do their own thing. It is what it is. But I remember we were in arts class one day, and like I said, I used to cut because I didn't want to be there. I'll never forget this. It was like we need to do a big
It's
project.
definitely worse classes to cut, by the
He's
way.
Literally, there's so many other worse bad classes you can cut.
I don't want to be in art. Expressing myself and shit.
Yeah,
Right.
like, who cuts
So-
art? That's like cutting
Call me when math class stuff.
Yeah, call me when social studies stuff, bro.
I'll never forget this
I
as
used to
long as I
love
live.
social studies.
Hold on.
I swear to God.
Oh, so we're sitting there, and the teacher is getting on Jamel like hard, like, "Yo, what you gonna do? I need a big project." So he's just sitting there for like a minute, and he knew damn well he didn't know what to do. So finally, the teacher came by. What are you gonna do?
This was art class.
Yeah,
This is like
he took his pen, put a dot right in the middle of it. He's like, "I'm done," and he was like, "What is that?" He was like, "This is a black person in white America." I'll never forget that. I was dying.
That's that Wyandanch upbringing right there.
But what made it funnier is that they put the picture out in the hallway, like the hallways where you can see all the arts and everything. It was the funniest thing ever. He just said he got an A for that, which he just had me.
He expressed himself.
What was that, Cento?
Huh? I don't know, man. You know how many years it is? Come on.
I just had to think of the easiest.
See, that's how you know you were in our class. I don't remember. I was cutting. I told you that.
But you remember that one story, but she was cutting. He was cutting.
But that was funny. That was funny.
You know what made me like get out of art though? When projects came around and there was an art component, everybody looked at your ass.
Yep.
You were automatically the art. I'm like, no, I'm not this week.
See, if it was me, you know me being me, I'd have came in there with like an easel and you know like the hat and everything. Like,
Right.
yes, I'm decreated.
Remember like the self portraits and shit you had to do?
Well, you mean selfies before they were selfies? You mean-
Well, you had to draw your self portrait.
Yeah, no, I remember that,
shit
yeah.
was nice.
Yeah.
I used to love art class.
I did too. That's what sharpened
Need
me up,
more
bro.
art classes. Stop cutting those damn programs, please.
Yeah, kids, stop cutting them.
Yeah, definitely.
No, yes, kids, stop cutting them, and board of directors, please stop cutting these programs.
no,
as well.
no. We can tell you guys are cutting because education is shot right now.
Yeah.
So we can tell.
I mean, if Phil didn't set the trend with cutting art class, maybe they would have art class up in there. You know what I mean, since he won't cut so damn much.
Hey,
Hey,
so after high school and everything like that, what were you up to? What you got up to?
Well, I went away for a year. I had a whole plan going out of high school, but then you might recall a certain scandal that came about the end of high school with an essay that I wrote.
Yep.
I do. I
That
don't remember the details, but I
circulated.
remember. I do
What was
remember.
that, film study?
That was intro to women's.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I don't remember the details, but I do remember. I do remember it was like really.
Oh yeah.
Out there.
It was.
I remember rushing home that time, and just the right free mail on a paper. Go straight to the
honestly,
high school,
that was probably
bro.
the wildest month, like of my whole entire high school. Because at that time, like I was a track runner.
Yeah.
I did have a postgraduate year. I was supposed to do at Andover.
All right.
I was supposed to do it at Andover in Massachusetts, same place where George Bush Jr. went. So, like, prestigious school.
Yeah.
I was going to get a postgraduate year, run for a year, and then go to college.
Okay.
So, there's an assignment for women's studies, and me and this teacher was having beef throughout, off and on. But the one thing she couldn't do was get me because of my work, because I was always dropping consistent bombs on her ass. Mm-hmm. So I may be a smart ass in class, but my work shows up. So there was like one last assignment. Me and her were beefing, and it was like write a moral story. And smart aleck I was. I wrote a moral story that ended in.
You seem like a part of you regrets it a little bit.
Oh, because I'm older now.
Okay.
Definitely would have played it differently then, but now it's hindsight's 20/20.
Yeah.
But it was a coming of age story. I will say. I'm trying to be as
I'm waiting for it. I'm over here patient.
Yeah,
like,
it was a coming of age story about a young man discovering himself physically.
Okay.
Gotcha. So moral of the story. So the story was basically parents run out of the house, whatever. It's my time.
Okay.
They come back quickly. I run, zip up, catch myself, something about Mary style, if you recall the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch.
Exactly.
Mm-mm.
Moral of the story for that essay was, if you're going to do that, wear sweatpants.
Not even basketball shorts, sweatpants.
Either way. Something without a zipper that can harm you.
I'm still in pain right now, but keep going.
The whole essay, I did it as creatively as possible because I only used the word masturbation once.
Okay.
Penis once.
Okay.
High school, that is pretty clean. Right.
For the most part, yeah.
That's pretty
For the
clean,
most
right?
part, with the exception of those two words.
Also,
no matter how you put
this
it.
being in a class where we're also reading Color Purple, where there's depictions of rape and opening scene of that book. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, this is a mature class. We're supposed to be mature, but I'm being immature in my matureness. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I do see that. Yeah.
The teacher...
But remember, the teacher already said they had a little beef with you anyway.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
The teacher gave me basically a failing grade for the essay. Deemed it offensive, obscene, and vulgar to women. I mentioned nothing about women in any derogatory way.
This seems very like she just didn't like what you wrote on the paper.
Right. So now I'm being also brought down to the dean's office now because of this essay. And this is like end of senior year. Everybody's getting ready for prom. Yearbooks are going around.
The fuck school you at where they calling it dean?
Bayshore.
Bayshore University.
Basically now, yeah.
Like it's honestly, if you didn't know it, you drive by like, oh wow, I didn't know they had a college out here. No, that's high school,
bro.
But
I drove by a high school recently out east. That shit looked like a fucking college.
No, schools are definitely getting that funding now.
It was all.
We were at the cusp of that. This was
Really?
right before. That was
Bigger population.
Weren't we supposed to get a pool at one point?
Yeah.
Look at William
I feel like
Floyd.
every
all the
school
schools.
is
I was
supposed
about
to
to say
Because
that
of
William Floyd is a
population.
nice looking school too.
But
let the man finish his story.
so, all right. So the essay circulates around, and now it's becoming a big deal because it's going to other teachers, getting opinions. Basically, everybody's getting an opinion on it. And I was also told I couldn't go to my prom.
Yep.
And I was going to be expelled. Like I said, I had a postgraduate year on the table. But I was supposed to finish all my grades and come out of that clean.
Okay.
So because I'm now spending time not in classes, not getting work done.
Well, hold on, not to cut you off or anything, but at that point, were you just not going to school? They send you to PM school? Or
No, I was in school suspension.
Yeah.
For how long?
It had to have been like...
So what? You couldn't go to prom
You weren't
and
getting
you
your
couldn't
work done?
walk either for the graduation.
That's what they wanted to
too.
do. I was in court the day of prom.
Yeah.
They sent you
What,
to
for
court?
this?
for this.
Holy crap. I didn't know this.
Because the American Civil Liberties Union took my case.
Time out. Hold up.
What?
First of all, you got to give yourself a round of applause for this, that you got it to that point. Like, I know it's a lot, but like, that's a lot of free speech at that point.
It wasn't on me, honestly.
I'm sorry, but I have to.
It wasn't on me. I got to give a shout out to, I had mentors at that time.
Okay.
Michael Cohen, I don't know if you remember, he was
familiar with the name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Him, he had put me in touch with a guy named George Ryder, who was like a Bayshore alumni and really supported like Bayshore kids. I'm forgetting her last name, but one girl named Aisha, she actually wrote for Parks and Rec.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's dope.
But so I had a lot of supporters behind me. So they put the machine behind me as far as like, yo, this is bullshit. Like, you telling him he can't go to prom and like this is sexually obscene. So
especially for creative writing. And
they took it to the ACLU. ACLU was taking the case. So I had a court date the day of prom just to get my prom reinstated, just to see if I can go to prom.
Wow.
Wait, that's what the court case was? To see if you go to prom?
Because we were basically saying that this is just, there's no reason why I shouldn't be going to prom or be able to walk with my class. Like, there's real no offense.
Yeah, really, at the end of the day, it's just a teacher's opinion.
The thing is, the school gets backed by, they have the money for the lawyers, so the lawyers always support whatever teachers are going through.
This got to court.
Oh, no, I went to court. That was my first time ever in court.
Yo,
I've never been in court before that.
At the time,
For
bro.
a paper?
Oh, yeah.
Didn't even really say anything.
But before that, the last day of school, it was funny because I was in school suspension, and then I'm hearing that there's a rally being orchestrated on my behalf.
You know how many papers I wrote?
I was part of that
was
rally.
like,
Yo, you know,
bad.
I've been in the in-school suspension. She must be sitting there like, well, I'm walking out.
And in-school suspension was cool because you had Mr. McLean and them in there at the time.
Well,
so
it was cool as long as you weren't his son. I still remember that day.
That's a given though. As long as you weren't his son.
And it's the end of the year, so nobody cares about anything at the end of the year. Nobody's really checking on you. But there's a whole rally being orchestrated, so I walk out of school. There's people on the front steps. They're like, speech. And I'm just like, I have no fucking speech for this shit. Like, this isn't my life.
Yo, you got honestly, like, I hate to say it like this, but you look so cool at this point. You have no, like, he was like, no speech, no speech.
But yeah, like, you see that shit in movies. You see that shit in, like, Ferris Bueller's Day Off type shit. But, like, I'm feeling it, but I'm like, this don't feel real.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really in this position right now. Like, I'm not going to be able to go to prom. But, like, so yeah, I'm in court. And there was a moment, like, I could have taken this all the way, and hindsight, I wish I did just go, because it could have been a precedent, because they still shit on kids.
Yeah.
To this point now.
Yes, they do.
But yeah, there was a point where the lawyer was talking to me and my mom, and like my mom and I just went into the hallway, and she's like, "So what do you want to do?" And they're like, the offer was like, "You have to write an apology." And
yeah, right. I ain't doing that.
Apology for what?
The lawyer,
no.
the ACLU lawyer
Not
wrote
happening.
that apology. I just had to read it. But it's not my words.
Yeah, but after you're going through all that free speech and whatnot, then you're going to sit there and tell me I have to read something that I don't believe? Nah, not happening.
But it was just literally for me to be able to even walk with my class. The compromise ended up being, because my mom was like, "What do you want to do?" And I was like, "It's my night of my prom. Like, I'm supposed to be doing shit. Like, I just want this shit over with. Like, period." So we were just like, all right, we'll just take this little let's let me walk my class, whatever.
Yeah.
Prom, I was in the limousine with my girl. We went to dinner while the prom was going on and came back and picked
Oh, so you didn't even want to go to prom?
I wasn't even like, if they knew I was in the parking lot, I would have had trouble. I ran into like Miss Side when we pulled up to drop everybody off.
You still wasn't allowed to go to prom?
No, we didn't get the prom
So
on.
what the fuck did you sign the shit thing for?
Because at that time, you're a kid.
Damn, they fucked you hard.
Yeah.
You're a kid.
That's crazy.
You're a kid. And I'm in court, like, for this shit. Like,
I'm still like,
you know what's crazy about that now? Like, seriously, if this were to happen in today's day,
blown.
Oh my God, you'd have been on TV
crazy.
at this point.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But at that time, it's like, yo, I'm just trying to get this year over with. I just want to resume with my life at that point.
Yeah.
So, it took whatever.
So basically, that messed up your offer to
for post grad and everything. So everything fell off the table after that. So I didn't get to go to post grad. So I didn't run. I didn't even apply to colleges at that point because I had the plan of doing the 1 year away and then going to college.
Yeah.
We went we had a college fair, you know, when you used to go to the college fairs.
Yeah.
We went to one college fair. I felt like It must have been a front and back, one of those info sheets.
Mm-hmm.
Later on, after the case and all that shit, I'm like, I don't even know what the hell I'm about to do. Letter comes in the mail from Morgan State University. I'm like, I don't even remember applying to Morgan State. Like, I'm accepted. All right. Apparently, the acceptance for Morgan State was not that hard. Apparently, front sheet, just your basic information. And then
What's today's date?
Listen, we'll fill out the FAFSA later. We'll get the financial shit later.
We put on the FAFSA, we'll discuss over the phone.
Right.
And they were like, bling!
Went away for a year, and it was an experience. Not the best, but I did make great friends.
So you went away to college and everything?
I went away.
So you end up going there?
I went away to Morgan State University.
All right.
College visit. I had feelings that something was awry here. But my mom is so happy we're on a college tour, and it's an all-black. It's an HBCU. She's so proud.
Right, in Baltimore, B-more?
Yeah, I was in Baltimore.
My boy.
Right in Baltimore. And I'm just looking around as we're going on the campus, and I don't know about this place here. Seeing little bullet holes randomly in, windows. I'm like, something. But my mom's proud. I can't disappoint Mom, so ended up going.
All right.
It was an experience, like I said.
If you look at it, all Ivy League schools and stuff, they're all in the hood.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
No, but this one is in the hood.
Yeah.
With no gates.
Penn State, they're all in the hood.
Open campus. Listen, ain't no security talking about, let me see your school ID. Nah, it's like,
damn.
The bum walking through is a bum walking through. That's just what it is. It's just
So you went for, if I'm doing the math right, you went for a semester.
1 year. I did a
Yeah,
whole year.
it was a semester, yeah.
Oh, semester's what?
Semester's 4 semesters.
No,
right?
no.
Two
So semester is two semesters a
But
year.
yeah.
So it's a year.
Went for a full year. But
Whatever, he went for a year.
I had a roommate that joined the
dudes
Bloods.
in here that don't know about college, he went in there for a year. All right? Because I ain't never been to college. You been to college?
No.
All right. You been to college?
Dude, I just graduated.
Oh, yeah, you have. Okay.
And I did too.
Correct. All right. 2 people here ain't been to college, so yeah.
Is
he
that
went for a
college
year.
or is that
No, that's college.
like a trade school?
No, that's college.
No,
That's straight
it's
college.
college?
Yeah.
Because Full Sail was doing that same thing for Florida.
Yeah, I did mine's late. After Morgan, I tried to do Suffolk, didn't work. I just ended up working full time after that.
Yeah.
And then eventually I got back into school online wise.
And when you said you went to Full Sail?
I went to Full Sail, yeah.
All right, so that's a nice little segue. So what you doing Full Sail?
I was writing in Full Sail,
Okay.
not media.
So what, almost like scripts or something like that? Or?
Yes, I went for
Like
writing
creative-
for entertainment.
Okay.
Basically,
all right.
so script writing for video games, writing
Movies,
for
things like that.
all
Yeah,
that,
okay.
Yep,
That's
television,
interesting.
all that stuff. So yeah, that was actually a fun time because it was honestly the most self-driven shit I did in a long time.
Well, that must have been very liberating for you too, considering where you did in high school, and then now, because now it's a more mature, it's a grown adults. You can actually say a story like that, and they'll look at it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what this is
As
really
an
about.
A+.
Yeah.
When I was in Morgan for that 1 year,
Yeah.
I'm away. So I don't have to go to class if I really don't want to.
Yeah,
So I
true.
really didn't have to care at that time. And now the student loans is showing me how much I should have. But at that time, I really didn't care. But once I started going for myself, that's when the motivation came.
So then I'm gonna assume this led you into
Well, what have you done afterwards?
Well, even before
Stop going in order, bro. Sorry to cut you off. You're not letting us ask the questions. You just
my bad.
No, even before doing Full Sail, when I was working full time, I worked at Journeys Shoes.
It's the shoe store.
What out?
got clothes
No,
in
it's
there,
in Bay
too.
Shore, South Shore.
Oh, so you came
like
back
a
and just.
10
Oh no,
yeah.
you were doing it online. My bad.
Yeah, no, but that was later.
Yeah.
I came back and did Suffolk.
Damn, you were doing Full Sail for that long?
No, Full Sail was 3 years. Almost 3 years, 2.5-ish.
But you've been way out of Journeys for way
Oh,
longer
no,
than
Journeys
that.
was way before. Yeah, Journeys was way before. But I'm just saying, that's where I started as far as getting into, music, as far as, a constant consuming level. It was while I was working in Journeys because we worked right across from FYE. So every Tuesday. It's a new release.
I love
that's
that
true.
place.
Especially just
That was my
working in the
spot.
mall period.
That was my spot.
Every Tuesday, new release. I
They
would
still-
go across the street, the hall,
Yeah.
grab a CD, come right back to Journeys and put it on against corporate rules and all.
You hear that,
Bumping.
everybody? That's when CDs used to sell. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, physical copies.
Yeah.
A million physical copies.
Physical. And the man still got records, too, so.
When you could purchase a single, legit,
Legit.
and be mad as hell. I
Yeah.
really just bought a tape with just 2 songs.
Well,
on this shit.
it was a single, the instrumental.
Oh yeah,
Then
radio
you had
edit.
Radio edit.
Acapella.
Yeah, then you had acapella. All those, it was those 4 tracks on that one CD.
Yep.
And I remember because I brought Lil Zane calling me from when he's featured on that 112 track. You know what I mean? And it was those four.
That's where I used to get the That's where I really got into like reggae and everything, all the rhythms. Because back in the day, you go to FYE, you buy a rhythm CD.
Yeah.
And it'd be one beat.
Actually,
Well,
And 22 songs on it.
hold on, everybody.
yeah.
Where'd you hear rhythm from? Go ahead, because I know exactly where you heard rhythm from, and I know who put you on. And I brought it up today.
You know, this is horrible. I don't remember.
Yo, it was a dude in Boise. Shout out to that dude who put all of us on,
Who?
me and this guy, onto rhythms. He was the only dude that listened to reggae in Boise. He barely was in class.
That's why I don't remember him.
Yeah, he put me on to B's rhythm. He put me on to all those rhythms.
So
bro.
like rhythms are great, man. Like they.
The old school dub plates.
Yeah, I didn't even know that Sean Paul was on half of these rhythms.
Oh yeah, masterpiece rhythm. I can go on it. I'm not gonna go on it all, but you can.
he used those the rhythms for his own singles.
Well, if you
know what I mean?
well,
Like,
that's what I'm saying.
crazy,
But
dope.
that's what happens. So you take let's take the masterpiece rhythm, right? You would take that like Mel was saying. You take 25 tracks out of it. Out of maybe 6 of those or maybe 5 of those were good. They would put them on Mr. Vegas, Sean Paul, Elephant Man, and then there was other ones over there. There was a guy named Ninja Man who's really good, but you really, you know,
He was past his prime at that point.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like one of those things. Like it was really all right. This is a beat that we have for the you know, the country. Do something about it. Like,
Those rhythms were rocking though.
my fault. That was sidetracked though.
No, it's all good. But no,
all
like
good.
those were the days. Like
hold
literally
on.
new releases with everything, and I had like a UGG box full of CDs, and I'm like, I can't play just one CD at a time. So eventually, I took a tax refund and bought myself my first CDJ or whatever just to play around with, and from there, that's when I was like, maybe I'll mess around with DJing a little bit.
Oh,
That was your first mixer, basically?
Yeah, that was my first
that's
setup.
is that the oh my god, so old. Is that the gray one?
I had the
His
Denon,
eyes-
the Denon, I forget, the 1290,
Nah,
1200, it's like the 1000
I
or
rem-
1100.
I remember that one because at the time I was like, oh my god, this is so great. Now it's like
Trash.
If you see this now, like
That's a joint you had at CI?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
shit is trash.
Trash, man. Trash.
Yeah, it literally looks like a
Trash.
CD record. On
Oh
the
my
thing.
God.
It's two
That was-
of them, and
that
you're
was-
just like.
it has
mixing with
it has the
two
nerve
of
to
them.
have the meter going down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made
High
it,
tech.
yeah. I made it work for what the time was, but and that's the funny thing too. Like when I bought it, it was
Yeah.
like new, and then like maybe a couple months to 1200 came out.
I
after
swear,
that,
I wish I had one. I have one of those right now to show you a brand new CDJ. What it looks like.
Oh.
It's like
night and day
and
on
day.
this one.
we came to Earth.
But you actually had to put the CDs in there too? or something?
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
I had to burning CDs.
Oh wait, did you have the one that opened up, or you just put the they
Slide
just
in.
okay? All right, yeah.
But yeah, those. Oh man, I used to hate burning CDs too because you used to have to. Oh my God.
Yeah, I used to love doing that. I used to love going to
was a-
Circuit City by the big
the
Blake.
big- yeah.
I used to love doing that.
It was up and down.
Yeah.
It was up and down. Like I loved it, but I hated it just because now I have to have so many damn CDs.
You had to
man.
write.
You had to
what
write
you
it.
Forget what
Yeah.
song is on this?
Yeah, like
You remember writing the track list on the actual CD?
It was
Like,
too-
just so you didn't
it was
forget
becoming
I used to do
tedious.
one
It was
song.
becoming
I mean, like
tedious.
I know this. Oh, that's on that
It
song.
was becoming
Yeah.
tedious. But it was fun while it was happening. Yo, my first gig, I bombed. Like my first official gig, bombed.
Where was that?
Oh, it was a wedding. It was a wedding for a friend's
Damn.
sister too.
Ooh. You still cool with them?
He
I think
bombed
so.
it.
Huh?
I think so.
See?
I think
That's
so.
horrible. though.
No.
That's all
No,
I
they were
remember.
cool. They were cool.
Nah, I'm just saying because-
I saw
I
them.
was
I
like,
saw them
yo, he
after.
bombed it. You think they're gonna be friends?
No. But no, we were good friends.
That's all they remember
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that wedding. Though.
But that's the problem
That's
with weddings.
important. Yeah, you remember that.
You remember the setup?
Oh, it's because I had the CDJs.
So you had
But
two of them? Just ask for real.
It was the day nines. It was,
No, so I'm saying you had a pair. Like you were just rocking. Okay,
yeah.
okay.
But I left my CDs at home.
Ooh.
Look.
And I had
Like, look at DJ. Leave some
Exactly.
CDs at home.
I rushed out of the house. I didn't like leave all my CDs, but I had like some.
Well, how far
But I
was-
didn't grab the other ones.
How far were you?
The ones they wanted to listen to.
I had to
They
have
didn't
somebody
grab
come
them.
bring them to me.
So like how far? Like
Yeah, they were way-
considering.
They were probably a good.
They put on
20
the radio.
minutes.
That's
They put
not
on the radio
horrible. It's
for
not like an hour away, nothing like
Yeah,
that.
but then this is getting in touch with somebody to actually be able to do it when you needed to do it, especially when this shit's about to go on.
Yeah, yeah,
We're
yeah.
about to get started over here. I'm setting up, and I'm like, God damn it! I hope he makes it in time. I got bailed out by like my mom's, one of my mom's like great friends, like I call her auntie. Like her
Okay.
brother was actually doing photography for the event, and he just happened to have some like jazzy instrumentals to just play in the meantime, and like totally saved me out of that. But oh man, it was a rocky ass start and a rocky ass finish, boy. But after that, learned. Did a wedding after that. Way better than that one went.
My man was like,
And I
bringing all
traveled
my
for that
CDs.
other one too. The second wedding had to travel for all that, so it was
Alright.
like a real experience. I was like, whew, thank God I had that one bomb because
all
totally
you-
shows you how to
that's all you need,
bounce it
though.
back.
Yeah.
You learn from it. You
Yeah,
know?
that was a rough ass night, man.
One mistake is all it takes. You know what I mean?
So who want to be next about asking Melly Mel a question? I don't want to take all the thunder from everybody. You know?
Yeah, like you already doing.
I know. That's why I said I want to step back. I want to step back. My bad.
My man's over there. Can he do the talking a little bit?
Yeah. So what are you up to now?
Now,
Yeah.
You fast
Got
forward,
your
got
passport?
fast.
now it's like other than my podcast, Major Mel Funxion
Mhm.
on
it out.
Spotify.
Shout it out. Oh, Spotify what?
Spotify Premium.
There you go.
Get that money up, you heard?
Premium. I got Duo because I got a wife and we
There
share.
Oh, snap. Gotta put it in there.
Duo. Go ahead.
Yeah, so
I got
what?
a partner, get Duo.
So, all right. So, what made you want to do the podcast? What made you want to do the DJing on the podcast and actually make it educational for people who don't know?
DJing wise, well, I did the podcast like clearly during the pandemic, but DJ wise, I was seeing that it was kind of changing a bit. I also sold my equipment to try to
That
get
was
some,
good.
That was a sad day, wasn't it?
get some money for a wedding we were having, but the wedding because of COVID ended
Yeah.
up not even, so I was like no equipment. So, but I still listen to music regularly hours a day
All right.
during my job. So I'm like, I guess I'll just talk about it because I always felt like music wise now, especially now, we're losing a lot of like the foundation of it.
Talent. You could
What?
say it.
No, that's talent out there. I'm not going to just say there's no talent out there because
Lyrically, there's no talent.
I mean, once again, there's still talent out there. It's
Yeah,
just you
depends
gotta
on-
now
yeah.
you have to look for it.
Yeah.
It's not going to be given to you like it was
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Now you have to actually find who you actually mess with. Because
Yeah.
other than that, there's so much bullshit you got to weed through and shit.
Yeah.
So, but
I've actually noticed that with Spotify, like you got to really weed through the whole thing. Like,
unless you set your algorithm up properly,
yeah, about the songs you listen to.
yeah,
and just
like you really got to
piggybacks on that.
set it. You got to train that bitch.
Who's your influences?
Well, I've grown up a funk kid, funk
Okay.
R&B,
Nice.
like literally like.
Like
'Cause I've always been a-
fire, like Cool in the Gang type of.
I mean, that's more of a
They're funky shit, but like
that's
yes.
more of a groovy
Yeah,
R&B.
You talking about what's that? What's that
Groovy
kid's name? Oh
They're like
man,
both. They're like groovy
Yeah.
funk. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, they have them joints.
what's
They
that
have
kid's
them
name?
joints.
Oh my God, Anderson Park. Am I saying it
Oh,
right?
Anderson Paak?
Yeah,
Oh no, he's definitely one of those new generation guys that learned from.
yeah,
Did
yeah,
we go to
yeah.
And
his concert or some shit like that?
What's
Whose
up?
concert we went to in the city? Was it Anderson Paak?
Was that recent?
No,
No,
It
it
was
wasn't
he
Anderson
just
Paak.
came out. Not just, but
No,
he was
no,
not.
I
not
mean, I've been to a couple shows, but
Yeah.
I don't. We've seen some shows. Man.
Yeah.
I've seen
Like
some
Rick
shows.
James.
Absolutely, Rick
Yeah.
James, the king of punk funk.
James
Parliament.
Brown.
But I was always a dance kid.
Okay.
So like anything that was like, because we grew up in the movies, man.
Mhm.
Breaking, Crush Groove, like yo,
Yo, I laugh because back in
Beat Street.
that day there was there was a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie called No Retreat, No Surrender, and there was a dude on there that was a breakdancing dude.
did
and-
you know Van Damme was in Breaking?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
That's
He has a
fact.
little
You didn't know
scene.
that?
He has a
Nah,
little
I
scene
didn't
in
know
one.
that.
little leotard and he just dancing while they on the streets dancing. While Turbo and Ozone getting it.
Yeah, kids watching.
Van Damme right out there in a black leotard just doing the
Fuck you up too.
He like exactly like you. If you just knew how good I could fight.
It might even been definitely before Bloodsport too. He must have been just trying to get his acting.
That was way before his first movie. I think No Retreat, No Surrender was his first movie that he was really featured in or something like that. But he was in Breaking as an extra.
Yeah, but I grew up on those movies, so like Michael Jackson videos come on, I'm in front.
Yeah.
Trying to learn.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, any video at that point, because everything you could dance
That
to.
was this music video territory
just
at that
put on
point.
the
Yeah.
videos. Like my uncle, Uncle Tim used to come home from school. I remember when I was little. Video music box as soon as he came home. I'm right there next to him, so I'm just soaking up everything, and I'm just trying to just be that kid. And I used to be in daycare, having dance contests and all type of random shit.
So who you got, Michael Jackson or Prince?
Since you brought it up,
Oh,
It's probably gonna be Prince.
absolutely Prince.
I was gonna say I gotta go Prince too. That.
Absolutely,
I just know
Prince.
him, so I already know it was Prince.
Absolutely Prince.
I'm off of Mike.
I have
gotta
bias,
explain.
but
You gotta explain.
I can explain. Prince, for me, okay. One, he is the 100% artist.
Yes, he is. He does everything.
Everything.
He plays
Well, he
16
owns
instruments.
everything.
Yeah.
Now, he had to fight for that too, though.
Yeah.
But even when like Prince and Michael were at their like height, like I grew up honestly a Mike.
Mike was
if
at
you'd
his
asked me
height.
when I was a kid,
Mike
it was
was at
Mike.
his height.
I think everyone was mic'd
Everybody
up
was
back
Mike.
there. Yeah.
Mike was at his height the whole time.
When
since
I
he was
learned
born,
to
basically.
grow and appreciate like
Music. Yeah.
and songwriting and artistry and
Yeah.
really putting in the work,
Yeah.
Prince became my guy. But also because Prince was able to reinvent himself anytime he felt like it.
Yeah.
Anytime he put a new band together, it was a new sound that he wanted to put out, and it hit. He's the first one to put out a movie, have
Purple Rain.
have a #1 movie in the box office, #1 album at the same time, and #1 single on the charts.
That's money, money, money.
Yeah, Mike can't do that.
He had the Batman soundtrack, the first
Oh, the
one,
original. That's right. I
Well,
forgot
Michael
about
Keaton.
that.
because it was on Warner Brothers.
Yes.
He did the entire soundtrack. Nobody was doing those kind of things. Even today, to show his influence now, he's the first one to start selling his music independently online on his own website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, this is commonplace for artists. If you just start and you can just
Yeah.
go independent. Before that, wasn't a thing.
Prince definitely a GOAT, but Michael, he hit somewhere different. When I listen to his music, and then without even knowing them, just listening to their music back to back, Michael, just his music draws you into another dimension of dancing, just getting in the groove or whatever he wants you to get you in the
For
groove.
certain ones,
I don't think there's a bad Michael Jackson song.
You watched the movie Moonwalker?
that's totally not true.
What's a bad Michael Jackson song?
Anything post Dangerous.
So give me a track.
Just name a song
Yeah,
that
give me
you
a track.
did like that's horrible.
See, that's the thing.
You talking about before
Invincible?
one.
Did you like the Invincible album?
Wasn't that after? Was that after Dangerous?
That was after Dangerous.
Well,
They
you
on the music
categorize-
video, I
That
remember
was.
that.
I think that might have been the
You're graded as the album.
Elvis. But I mean,
What's a song that is not good by Michael Jackson?
Wait, so you-
couple songs on that album. I'm not going to name them because I don't like them. I did not commit them to memory.
I have to look this one up.
But I mean, like, okay, let's take songs like Ghost.
I sort of kind of remember
It's not the
that.
greatest, but it's a good song.
Wait, is that the one before he died?
That was like the one with the
the
video with him
Halloween?
and
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like maybe a year or two before he died.
clearly
something like
trying to recapture that old
The
thing.
Thriller, yeah,
But that's what
yeah.
I think. Like, Michael could never reinvent himself.
No,
He was
yeah.
always caught into that same Mike bag and trying to, like, can I redo it?
Jackson
This-
5
and-
Michael.
I mean,
Teenage Michael.
No, but that's why he
but
said
those aren't
post, because
personal.
it's more-
Those aren't
more
personal
older.
reinventions. Those are
Those are reinventions
those
of
are
himself.
label reinventions of himself because
He grew up.
he
in that
outgrew
thing,
out.
yeah.
Outgrew the
He
group.
became too big for the group.
That was Joe Jackson reinventing himself.
No, because
No,
Joe didn't even want that to happen either. Joe was like, nah.
You're a little boy forever.
Wait.
You want Jackson 5 forever?
Who told you to grow?
Who your daddy? Barry or me? Is Barry your daddy or me? Because I remember putting the belt to you.
I'm done.
Now a nigga give you a car. All of a sudden, he daddy now. But no, like, I mean, up to a point, yeah. Like we were talking earlier before, Quincy Jones produced that sound to make Michael Jackson into Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
He even produced the digital cat beat. No, I'm joking.
Yo, can I have some credit for that? I produced that beat.
Every time that fucking beat comes on, I'm like, oh shit, that jam.
But like, yeah, so that's why I always put Prince above, because
I mean, where you're coming from, I do.
I mean, like, Mike has a solid 4 albums that I can say. 4.
One of them's bad, right? You know that.
Bad and Dangerous.
Wait, so did you
Off
like
the Wall?
the movie?
Off the Wall, Thriller, Bad,
Yeah.
Dangerous.
Did you like the Moonwalker movie?
Yeah, because we were kids and the video
See,
game came with it.
that I'm thinking about. You're right. There was the video game, because then the Smooth Criminal thing came out.
Yeah.
Like, you're right about that, because Michael, there's a couple of like moments that you remember. But past those moments, do you know what he produced? Do you know?
Yeah.
I kind of see what you're saying about that.
Like, after Dangerous, we didn't really care about him till Rock My World came out.
Yeah.
With Chris Tucker and in the video. Yeah.
And that was late.
Well, that
Yeah,
also
that's
was
true.
popping because it was on the soundtrack too.
The Rush Hour
Yep.
1, right? Was the first or the second one?
I think it was the first one.
That's the
first
same
one
one
was
Jay-Z.
the-
Yeah, it was the same
the
one
Rocky
Jay-Z
World,
on
yeah.
it. Yeah,
So, like,
okay.
I mean, like, not to say people were buying Prince's albums crazy, because
No,
his album sales weren't
I
reflecting.
think what you're saying in a musical sense, Prince has more of
Grip
a
on
stamp.
all of it.
Yeah.
Like, because he had artists.
There's
he
no
had,
wall
yeah.
for him,
But he's
because
not-
he'll run through it.
Yeah.
Michael was a performer / artist.
Yeah.
Like, he's a straight artist. Like,
Right.
just
Yeah, but look at the
straight
type of
artistry.
music too. That
And when you're a real
was
artist,
being
you can
played with
always
that.
write yourself out of your rut.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
can always get yourself out of the bed.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
That's the difference.
But it's
Now-
also 2 different styles of music too.
Yeah,
you
that's
know
true.
how Prince was,
And that's
how
the
Michael
range.
was.
That's what I'm saying.
Mike
more
was
of me
stuck in like a
listening.
pop
Right.
Yeah.
box. He
Yeah.
couldn't really break out too crazy.
Yeah, Mike was
Yeah,
like,
you're not gonna hear Mike saying, "I'm gonna lay in the bed." You know what I mean? Like, you gotta say,
like you're not gonna hear Michael Jackson
Well,
on the trap beat. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta respect the artist.
I know where you go with this already.
with the
You have
Michael
to
Trap
respect.
set.
You
I
have
know
to
what you
respect-
go with
this,
You have to
'cause I
respect the
stuff.
artist to know where they're at. Like,
Just
their
because you
lane.
mentioned Mike on the trap beat, I've mentioned this to some people before, but
He would have killed it.
He would have killed it.
no. But imagine
A T.I. beat, like
no,
a
no,
T.I.
no, no, no.
Big thing.
This is where I'm going. Imagine the A Boogie track featuring Mike Jackson.
That would have been dope.
Which one?
He wouldn't even have to pay
That.
for that. Yeah.
Oh.
He wouldn't even
Imagine
pay for
Mike
that.
talking some crazy shit on that track.
I can only imagine what he would write. Like,
Yo,
That would have been dope.
that would
All
have
jokes
been
aside, that would've
the
been dope.
moment to bring Mike
Yeah.
back into this.
You
And
think
also,
I'm sensitive, but I'll cap.
You're right.
No, but that would have been a way for Mike to reinvent himself.
right here, it would have been that
So
moment.
that-
I don't
Okay,
think Mike
okay,
was
then
that- you got to respect an artist to know where they're.
I know,
At.
so-
like, some people, they
I-
need to stay in that lane.
I
like,
gotta
what
ask
they're
this.
good at, and that's it.
I gotta ask this. Hold on. I gotta ask this. So,
Just talking, man.
my bad.
It's okay, it's okay.
My bad. You're right. I apologize. I do that too much. I gotta work on that. Anyway, nah. So,
It's like I gotta walk.
what do you? So what do you? What do
Shouldn't
you?
even sweat.
I'm sweating more than that.
Can you show the people what we talking about? Because right now we
We're talking about my drink in this dry ass coaster. You heard?
Neither one of them obeying the thirst.
None.
Neither one.
None.
He didn't get it out the fridge. He got it out the bag.
Oh man.
Embrace your parchness.
Oh my girl was like, "Look, I got it for you." I said, "Thank you, babe."
God damn, it's hot.
Question my thirst. Don't worry about it, baby.
So what do you if you were able to get Mike out of that bubble? Because basically for the most part, he's like he kept moonwalking. Like I hope someone's watching me. Like so, where would you have took him? Like what genre? What would you done?
It wasn't even necessarily a genre. He needed just fresh perspective. I say if Neo was able to get in there
Ooh.
and write for Mike,
That'd have been nice.
You think?
that would have got
Neo
him
and
higher.
Mike. Neo and Mike. That'd have been nice.
You can tell by Neo's writing
Yeah.
that he writes for Michael Jackson.
All right,
Yeah,
so
like,
somebody
Neo
brought
is
this
like a
up to me
similarity.
a while back. You think Neo or Bruno Mars?
But look at Smooth Criminal.
Well, I mean, Bruno
He's
could do the
different.
same thing now too for him, but he
They
would bring a
say-
whole different sound
They
to him.
saying Bruno Mars is like the new Michael Jackson.
They're saying the
I
Weeknd.
can see
They're
that.
saying the Weeknd out here a lot.
Yeah.
Really?
Weeknd's like the new Michael.
Well, you heard that Weeknd remix that one track. I think it was Billie Jean or something like that. No, was it Billie Jean? He did a Michael Jackson track. Diana, Dirty Diana. And he killed it.
Yeah.
No, but that's the
Michael's
influence of Mike.
versatile.
But
Look at Smooth Criminal. look at we. They don't really care about us.
No, that's what I'm saying. But
The
those are
Man
all in
the
those
Mirror.
four. Those all
Yeah,
in
but
those
he's
four.
like the girl is mine. Those are great songs. They're different.
I know,
They're
but
not the
you-
same.
Yeah, but you're not gonna put a Michael
Billie
Jackson when
Jean?
you're trying to get groovy with your girl, yeah.
well, that's not his-
No.
You put a
That's
Prince
not his
You can still
wave.
put on "Don't Stop Till You Get Enough" anytime, and it will
Yeah.
it will light it up.
over any Prince track.
I mean, Prince is actually a real he's kind of a
He's
desired taste.
No,
like,
but I'm saying, but Prince has been on like
He does
hip hop
it all.
tracks and everything. Like, he's done a lot
But he's
produce
been
wise.
ghost for a while. Like people.
I mean, he's a ghost.
He's legit
No,
a ghost.
it's not like he was relevant in 2010. Like
No,
making.
No,
pop
but that's
shit
not
out.
true. That's not true at all because
Oh.
Prince was big around the whole Dave Chappelle thing. Like I'm saying, it's just
Well,
so
that's
you know what I'm
because
saying.
Dave
Because of Dave
Chappelle
Chappelle. I was about to
No,
say.
but I'm saying,
No.
but that's branching off into everything. That's what I'm saying. Like you,
That's not Branch. He
No,
made
it's
a
not.
comic
It's
about
not.
it.
It's not even because of Dave Chappelle. Because honestly, at that same time,
What's that? Charlie Murphy.
he had
Charlie Murphy.
That was Dave Chappelle did it, and
Yeah.
Charlie Murphy did the
True Hollywood.
the
True Hollywood.
yeah,
Prince. though.
yeah, like don't challenge
Before
Prince in a basketball game.
before you start, did you
three?
Prince's last album right was for the cover art.
Yeah, it was Dave Chappelle.
He took Dave Chappelle and put it on the cover. You know, dressed as
yeah.
Prince.
I was dressed as
And
Oh
then-
yeah, for one of the
And then
singles.
Dave Chappelle asked him, like, how do you feel? Like, like I can't sue him
Right.
for me being.
Yeah.
He's like, it's a Jedi Master.
That's the genius,
him.
and he's King
about
Petty. That's the genius of Prince.
Yeah.
That's why Prince is Prince.
Oh man.
But outside of like Michael, I also say this:
There's a lot.
Prince
to
was
Michael.
able to be himself
All right.
100% through, and no scandals.
Michael couldn't.
because
This
Michael
nigga was in heels and lingerie.
Yeah, he knew where he brought that stuff.
Yeah.
Dave said that. He
What
knew
you
he
gonna
brought.
say to a man willing to present himself the way he wants to be
Michael
seen?
was on a different platform than Prince. He was popular, but come on, between
I mean,
Yeah,
no,
but he
actually,
wasn't rocking
Michael
no
Jackson
heels
no,
or
was
nothing.
on
no,
another
but
level of
listen,
popularity.
I'm not gonna say
Yeah.
Mike was not the superstar Mike was. Absolutely,
he
people
wasn't on
fainted.
No, I'm
Yeah,
saying
I remember that
Prince and
HBO
Michael
specials and
weren't
whatnot.
on the
Mike
same
has a
popularity.
different
I
type
remember
of-
that too.
Yeah.
Mike has a different type of aura
Popularity
and star quality when it comes to when he's.
So that is, it's almost like we're talking about two different entities altogether.
are.
That's
You
why
know what I'm saying?
that's
Like,
what
yeah.
they
yeah, those are
Right,
two.
yeah.
That's why they're the two supreme ones as far. And also, I reflected on who you put on when you're here.
Yeah.
Mike never really put anybody
Not
on.
at all. Yeah, not at
Yeah.
all.
He just worried about Mike. Yeah.
Mike was Mike.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's grading in another whole
Yeah, but
grade of.
Prince looked out
that's,
for people,
But
though.
the greatness is what you're able to give others
Yeah,
in the
of
game
course,
to
yeah.
move you along.
Yeah, of course.
We got Janelle Monáe as a co-sign from Prince. We got Alicia Keys before she popped from Prince. He let her perform
You
for
hear what
him.
she said though? She said he wouldn't work with her unless she owned her masters.
Oh no, she said that about Nas.
He said
wouldn't.
it's her,
won't work.
too.
Oh, but he won't work with anybody unless you
Yeah,
own your mouth
unless
because he
you own
doesn't
your
want to
mouth.
give
But you
the
gotta put-
labels there.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got to put in perspective influences. Chris Brown. Who influenced Chris Brown?
I mean,
There's a million that we're not thinking. He might have not physically put them
Oh,
on.
no, we
but
know-
influential.
No, we
like
know
he
Mike
influenced
was an
probably
influence.
I'm about to
damn
say,
near
he
everybody in the
influenced a lot
industry.
of
no.
people, like-
If anybody's the new Mike, it's Chris Brown.
I think what Mel's really trying to say is I think you already know. It's like Prince will actually went out
It's
to
two
people.
different artists.
I know,
You're
but I'm
right.
saying,
It's two
but I
different
feel like
artists.
Prince actually went out to people, look for certain people, and like, yo, work
he
with
saw
me.
something in you,
boom. Like
Yeah, yeah.
Michael's
it
on
brings the best out of you.
Michael's the one who's like, all right, I'm gonna do me. But just because I watched you growing up, you influenced me, but doesn't mean we're ever gonna get the opportunity maybe to work, or you're not looking out to seek me to work with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Well,
I mean,
I was
it's
gonna
hard
say,
to say,
I'm
yeah.
sure
Prince,
somebody
Prince gave us
approached him.
Carmen and Electra.
did
What
it?
the fuck about her?
First off, that's how you.
That's a snippet right there. No,
But
who give a fuck about her?
I mean, maybe not so much now. But once upon a time, she was one of those top 3 names
She was.
out there. It
Yeah,
was
why
Electra,
though? Why
Pam.
though?
Because
Kim
what's her
Kardashian?
name?
Because she had a great voice,
from
right?
MTV.
Yeah, closed.
What was that? The chick from Single Out?
She
or
was in
whatever?
Madden. She was in
Jenny
one of the
McCarthy.
Jenny
Maddens.
McCarthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
She
are like
was-
the top 3 at the
She
time.
was in one of the Maddens. That's where she got her,
So-
her status at.
So as we're talking about all this is basically material you'll be doing on your podcast, right?
Yeah, I like to bridge the gap, man. I like to show where we came from and how people are influenced today. So there's like artists like, okay, the last Bruno Mars album, 24 Karat Magic,
Right.
worked crazy in today's music because it was an ode to older music.
Older style into the newer.
The Silk Sonic
That's what I love.
ode
that.
to older
Yeah, I
music.
like that.
There's a lot that I like that though.
If you embrace it and learn from it and utilize it properly, you can go and consistently elevate and like funk, R&B, all that stuff, disco, foundation of hip hop. Would be no hip hop without it.
Yeah.
So like that's the part I refuse to get rid of. So like instead of letting it die, which clearly the industry is trying to do,
You can't let it die.
I have to somehow tie it in and just show some like growth to now. So like I played plenty of artists that people won't know, but it still makes you feel good. Most of my show is a feeling. I listen to a lot of music today, doesn't make me feel good. Like, you know, that, damn, I feel good
Soulful,
today.
yeah.
Yeah, like you put on an old song.
Well,
That's soul.
well-
But I think that's we gotta stop like comparing the old to the new, because when I think about the new, I think not that they don't give a fuck about the old. I don't even think it's in the. I think they have to categorize it differently now. Like hip hop.
Oh no, it's definitely have to be more subgenres.
It's not even called
of
hip hop no
Nah,
more.
it's rap.
It shouldn't
Yeah,
be even called.
it's so
to
many
give it
different,
the respect
yeah.
of old school hip hop, it shouldn't even be called hip hop.
Case
It should
in
be
point.
called something else, like what they call it, drill music. Like
Yeah.
that should be a category now. 'Cause
Lotto,
that's basically what it
the
is.
last
It's
record,
not hip hop.
Which one?
Big Energy, the
Okay.
record she just put out.
Yeah.
She said in an interview she didn't even know about the Mariah Carey song prior to that.
Wait, what?
Wow.
She stole some Mariah Carey? Something?
No, the Big Energy is off the fantasy, you know, the
Yeah.
fantasy beat.
Fantasy.
Oh, okay.
With Lotto.
She didn't even know.
She didn't even know it was the Mariah
Well,
Carey.
it's sad because, like you're just saying, like the industry is trying to get away from that old. So when you get these up and comers coming up to do this, and they think about like
It's more these young cats.
I don't think they
man.
think of it like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like somebody like Young Thug, he was approached and was like, "Yo, you know your style's from like Andre 3000." Shit on Andre 3000. Like Andre 3000 had no influence on anything, and it's like, bro,
Because
like,
he's
pay,
from Atlanta, right?
pay
Like they-
homage though. You know what I mean? I mean, they both from Atlanta.
That's what
if
I'm
you really
saying.
wanna
That's
think about
probably
it.
why they're saying it. He might look like him, sound like him a little bit, but that's why they're comparing it. But
Well,
like I said,
sound wise, never. Just the look wise, yeah. But,
Yeah.
And he was
no,
just
that
like,
Atlanta,
But I know that
that
there's-
Atlanta tone.
There's the
like,
generation
you know.
disconnect, but that's why I'm
Yeah.
trying to reconnect the disconnect. Like I'm trying to be that plug in between. So
it should
I
be.
think we should really split it. I think they should literally not grave the old hip hop. I think it should be a total, because it's disrespecting if you're comparing it and trying to hold on to mesh both of them together. It's what they're doing is disrespecting.
no,
the
nobody
old
said you
school.
have to mesh anything together.
No,
like,
because we're categorizing and we always bring up the topic, oh, old school's better, because we keep it in that same category. If we literally say, no, this is what we're doing is not even old school hip, it's just we're doing a whole nother thing. We have reinvented what was there.
well,
Like,
the reason why
that's
a lot
where
of
I think we
old
should
heads
go
be
with
like,
it.
oh, old
Like R&B. Is R&B what we think of back then?
No.
R&B back
but
then
that's the
was
thing
like,
also-
you like Keisha Cole, like you like,
Yeah, you ever
damn.
listen
Like,
to the back in the day R&B now? It's like,
to now, it's not even R&B. It's not even called, it shouldn't even be called R&B what we listen to now. What's categorized.
oh no, that's straight fucking music.
I don't even know what it is. I just don't. I
No,
wouldn't
that's
call it R&B.
that's
I gave you another one.
no, that's fucking with no consequences.
No, but R. Kelly was playing technically fucking music, but that's R&B. That caught you.
No,
like,
but this is
in the
straight
moment.
fucking music.
Yeah, nah, it's true because if you look at R&B back in the 70s and whatnot, they
different
were
tone.
talking about marrying you up, this and that. You could feel that.
Yes.
And like now it's just
Let's
like
make a family.
like now it's like what you
Wait
doing
a
behind this
minute.
dumpster
R.
tonight?
Kelly
Like
was not doing no.
Wait
Let's
a
make a
minute.
family.
With the exception of Jagged Edge,
I
ain't
know.
nobody was talking
Yeah.
about that shit.
Pretty
look
Ricky?
Look at fucking Drew Hill. Somebody sleeping in my
But no,
bed.
but that's the thing. That's
Hey.
but R&B varies. You get the ups, downs, pains,
Right.
left,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
There's a range of emotion
called
that goes
rhythm.
through
What we
R&B.
hear now.
Now there's zero
Exactly.
feelings
So
at
should
all.
we call that R&B and should we compare it to the?
But,
other?
I mean, they don't
Shouldn't
even call
be
it
in the
R&B
same
now.
category.
nah, because
They really don't.
because
They get the
listen.
under the
Nah,
R&B
but
category.
what do they call it?
R&B is a dead
R&B.
Genre, right
Hold on, my
there.
fault. R&B stands for rhythm
And blues.
And blues.
Okay, but
There's nothing rhythm or bluey.
when they get
Ratchet and Bottles.
when they get an award about it, when they go to the award show, what is it categorized as?
Yeah,
When
that's
it's
all
the
it-
top 100. It's R&B top.
That's just
Billboard.
laziness. That's
Yeah.
all it really is.
That's what I'm saying. We shouldn't even
Well,
categorize it
because
as the
now
same.
drill would be like hardcore rap.
And should we
You know
should
what I
we
mean?
think
Like
of it as
Ox
the
is
old school
hardcore
rap? Because
You
we're
know what I
connecting
mean?
them.
Like-
We shouldn't connect them. It should be a
No
own
one's
genre.
connecting drill to old school.
No,
anything.
no, we're late. We're all
I-
have the argument versus new. It's
I
not
agree.
Even drill. It's
I
new
agree
school
with
versus
Kenny's
old
saying
school.
because if you remember, there was a Snoop Dogg does a show and everything like that, and there was a part where he said he was rapping in someone's studio, and you know how Snoop raps, right? And at one point he was sitting there going, he's like, I don't even rap like this. What the hell is this? You know what I'm saying? And he got him so aggravated about it because it's like everyone is doing what everyone else is doing. With no originality,
difference.
anything.
You can't
know what
find
I'm
the
saying?
beginning
no,
of that.
not at all.
That strand.
Game is the number one guy that if you want to talk about stealing flows because he can't come up with his own shit.
Game can't really. He only bars. He can't make a song. He can't.
Oh, he can make a song.
Like no.
But
he
if
needs
you're on
help.
the song with
he
him,
needs help.
he's stealing your whole flow.
Dre
And
had.
Tyler the Creator pointed that out.
I mean, there's a few people that do
Dre
that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Dre gave 50 Cent the game because he couldn't work with him. Literally, he's like, I can't work with this dude. He don't know how to write a hook. He don't know how to do. And basically,
But a lot of them don't know how to do that now either.
Saying.
So.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's not.
They don't know what a hook is. Or like they know what the hook is. That's all.
Yeah,
they
that's
know.
all they know.
Hook and melody. That's all they know.
That's all they know,
They don't know
yeah.
what the bridge is. They don't know none of that.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
but-
saying. There's no bridges really.
I laugh at the
People
fact
can't
that
even stay on
all songs are like
either.
3 minutes long now. Like
It's like two. Yeah, two
And
and a
out.
half. Done.
Well, what's an average song? Like 5 minutes, 5.5 maybe?
Back then.
yeah, not now.
No, I'm saying back then, yeah.
Average
Yo, yeah,
song
yeah.
was
Like
5
about
minutes, yeah.
3 verses.
The 80s, you would have 3 to 4
choruses.
verses.
Yep.
Now it's just two
3 to 4
verses
on
Look how long
and
Thriller is.
basically 2
Thriller, like
choruses.
15
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah, like music was just longer then too. Like
Yeah.
like
R&B song.
the funny thing about my podcast being long sometimes is just because music was long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, because Spotify doesn't allow me to DJ it in a way where I would cut at a certain point or like get through like a hook verse kind of situation.
Yeah.
So when you listen to the whole song, you realize these motherfuckers were going in on the studio.
That's like,
a jam session was a damn
It's
jam
Bands.
session.
It's
We're-
fun- it's
we
funny
don't
you-
have any bands anymore.
Right.
No, it's
Nobody
funny.
wanna work together.
My finger
It's a
hurt.
fact.
Shit's over.
It's
Check is done.
it's funny you say that because if you remember, wow, this is horrible. Rapper's Delight. Rapper's Delight in the
Long as hell.
in the media. In the
Long
media,
as
when you
hell.
put on the radio, it's like a 5 minutes, maybe 7 minute song.
radio edit.
They chopped that.
On the album, it's like an 18 minute. It's
The song Thriller. It's
No.
like 15. I'm saying it's like 15 minutes
No,
long.
Thriller.
no the
is-
video or the
whole
music.
song.
Yeah, the
like
whole
this
song is
fucking-
long as fuck. It's almost like 20 minutes.
Smooth Criminal.
You know what I mean?
It's like 8 minutes. Like it's any music video or song.
Parliament
it's
Funkadelic, Just Knee Deep, 14-minute song
That's
All
that.
of them.
of heat,
Yep.
beat changes, all that.
That shit. That's just a couple
That's
of
when
guys
you
in the studio and just going.
And you're like, kick that motherfucker. Nigga, you, yeah. Kick that
Look
motherfucker.
at
In pocket, stay in the pocket.
Had
Stay in
long
the pocket.
songs,
The
too.
message.
Yeah.
The message.
Yeah.
Everybody know the damn message.
Yeah.
Long as hell. Temptations. Papa was a Rolling Stone. Goddamn.
So then, okay,
God damn.
That shit was
Oh,
like
that's
3 minutes.
that
like,
shit
long.
is long as hell, too.
so then, okay, but you see how we conversating about all these songs and all these memories and all these smiles we're having.
You don't get that
You don't
feeling
get
from
that
this
today. It's
But
sad,
that's what
man.
But you don't get that.
Yeah, that's
No.
why the show
That's
is
why it
like,
shouldn't be categorized as. It should literally be another genre.
So what would you name it? What would you name it?
I don't fucking know.
No,
like
like,
millennial
then-
music. I don't like
you're, gonna,
something. Like,
you're getting in the weeds after that. You're like, shit.
Yeah.
it's not. It's easy to
This
call it
lean
hip-hop.
rap? This is perk rap. This is kind of a combination
Fuck
of the
music,
two. I don't
right?
know.
Yeah.
Man.
This is lean music right
Scissor.
here.
No, matter of fact, the fuck music just be Plan B music because we
Yeah.
ain't using condoms.
Oh, snap.
No, but that's what they
Come on,
literally
Pop Smoke
rapping
song,
and
skeet it right on your bed. Like, what, we reckless as hell out here.
say, Little TJ.
Yeah.
She couldn't hold it in. Now she need a plan B.
Like,
So here,
far cry from KRS-One Jimmy Hat.
Yeah.
The J,
Or,
the the M,
or
the
Ice
N,
Cube.
the
Ice
Y,
Cube.
the
Jimmy
J.
Hat.
KRS-One, Step
Yeah.
Into My World is the reason why I love hip hop. Literally. And I didn't even know that came from Blondie.
Yep.
I'm a big Public Enemy.
so
God.
you guys want to ask anything if I ask something?
You got it.
I got a question right there,
Go
but
for it, bro.
Go ahead. What you got?
So, have you ever thought about like producing a song or anything like that? Because you have all this musical knowledge and everything.
I've
you know what I'm
definitely thought
saying?
about it. It's just a matter of like where do you start, like equipment wise, like it's so vast now.
Well,
There's so many different ways to do it. I don't know what my.
what would you
gotta
want to
find
do
an
if you
artist
if you were sitting in
I'd
this,
be an old school sampler, like and like
Hell yeah.
So you
I
would
probably
make a beat?
P Diddy.
yeah, I'd definitely be chopping up. I'd definitely be chopping up. I got to learn how to play keys. That's one thing I definitely
On the
want.
piano, right?
Yeah,
You and me
I
both.
would know how to play
You and me
keys.
both.
That way, I could at least lay like just my chords and my bass parts. Like, like if I want to get a bassist later or something to play
Talking about
something.
like natural
Yeah,
instruments.
yeah, yeah.
Nah, because I'm saying with all the musical knowledge and everything you have, you think the next progression for you would be like, where's my hit?
That's
you
how
know what I'm
DJs
saying? Like,
go. DJs usually go from DJ to producer. That's like just a natural progression.
about,
of
like,
that.
Surprise
finding
Spook
talent.
hasn't hit you up for a beat real quick.
No, people ask me like, "Yo, why don't you get into beats?" It's just, it's one of those things where we said if you could sit down and
yeah.
spend that day
spend
outside.
that day, yeah, that's what it is. It's like, baby, I'm gonna be here for 14 hours. I'll see you tomorrow.
yeah, let me figure this shit out. All right, that's a snare.
I remember using Fruity Loops back in the day trying to make a beat,
Boo.
bro. And you can
Boo.
actually have it set up where it'll hit every
Look
whatever.
at my face.
You know what I mean?
Look at my
How
face.
can you say boo when they're the original?
I hate Fruity Loops.
Right,
It started
right.
somewhere.
It was Fruity Loops and
started
Cakewalk,
somewhere.
bro.
No,
You
it's
know what
definitely
I
a way
mean?
to keep people in. Well, I heard Big Crit say on the interview that he used PlayStation Beat Creator.
Damn.
That was good. No, that was good. No.
What the fuck you talking about? Boo, son. Talk about Fruity Loops and Cakewalk wasn't popping?
All right.
Come on now. And I hope my mic, because it's red, ain't muting my ass, man.
No, we hear you, baby.
I know y'all hear me. I just want to make sure they hear me.
They hear you because it's red.
Good.
Soldier Boy would say otherwise about Fruity Loops.
Oh,
He
man.
would. Because Soulja Boy, man, he's a genius too.
Yeah,
All
what
right,
you saying?
he's a genius.
Before
Because
the
the way, the way he just took like, every song I drop, I'm gonna make a dance to. Nobody really was doing that back in the day.
Now they do it
were
all
just
over
doing
TikTok.
Group dances to just dance.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Now he's doing that he did the Soulja Boy shit. You know what I mean? And that was a whole dance in itself.
That was
even
even
though he
before
didn't even
Soulja
remember
Boy's-
the lyrics to his own song, which is sad. But
Before Soldier Boy dropped, he was already doing that shit. He was hot in Atlanta. Like people,
Yeah.
fucked with
You
him.
know who's taking advantage of old school now?
Yo.
Who's basically in their Diddy bag?
As a producer,
Yeah.
Cool.
Mustard.
Heatmaker.
Oh, Heatmaker.
Who?
Heatmaker is what's his name though? Isn't it?
Youngberg. Yeah.
Youngberg. Yeah.
He's basically the new Diddy now because he took all those 90s joints we loved.
That's obsessed me.
And now
I know.
everybody's on it. Yo,
It always upsets
what's
me.
that
though.
new? What's not the new drill one? Because actually, Fabio did a great job with the Say My Name remake on this
Okay.
for the new album. But the one
Oh,
before
Mad
that,
City of
the
Gods.
one with Ace, not Ace,
A-Boogie?
the one with A Boogie on it, that with the Mary sample,
Mary
I'm
J.
not
Blige?
sure.
Yeah.
that Be Without You sample, and they have it sped up. That's
like Tory Lanez. He destroyed
did-
every old school.
Nah,
song.
but like this
It's
is a way worse like destroy. This is like why'd y'all niggas do that? Like it wasn't until A Boogie got on the record you're like, oh, that's what it sounds like on beat. Because I had no idea. Y'all niggas don't know how to fucking ride
It
the
look like-
ride the beat, stay in the pocket. Y'all are just
Mel was like, his finger was about to hit that that stop button. Like, Boogie, you said
yeah,
it.
Boogie just Boogie.
So
Every DJ skipping to your pond.
how'd you feel of the Fabio 4 and City of Gods track?
I mean, it sounds like a Kanye,
I'm mad.
Fabio,
I'm
Alicia
mad
Keys
because
track.
Fabio wanted Jay-Z on the track
All right.
originally.
Okay.
Kanye ain't wait enough for Jay-Z to get on there, and then he
Kanye
started
look like he
getting
got
on.
patience.
Man, he should have, because that track probably would have been hotter.
It's
if
funny
Jay
because
was on
Kanye
it.
has no patience for anybody else, but he could take forever on his own shit.
Yep.
Makes no sense.
Yep.
Rush you.
Yeah.
I'm chilling though. I'll
Makes
rush you
no
to get me the
sense.
track, but I ain't gonna put it out for a year.
That's because he says he's a genius. He says he's a genius. That's why.
He's a retarded genius. He is. He's stupid in real life shit, and he's
No,
smart
because
in
when I
musical
hear
shit.
City of Gods, right, and I hear how Alicia sings, I hear how Fabio spitting, and then I hear Kanye, I'm like, why is he even on the track, bro?
But I mean, you gotta earn that Jay-Z feature. You gotta earn.
Yeah, they said that.
no, I think he was going to be on it, just Kanye didn't have the patience to wait.
No, but it's true because like they what was that song that DJ Khaled put out with Beyonce and Jay Z?
Shining.
So he came to them with that, right? And he was just like, if you just look at it, it's all right, blah blah. So you didn't pressure them, you know what I'm saying? You kind of had to let it be. And then he said Jay Z called him, was like, it's done. He's like, what? You mean it's done? It's done. Come get it. And that was it.
That's how Jay-Z talked.
I watched it. See Cal. He
Like Michael Black's thing. It's done.
It's done.
He said he would.
Am I wrong though?
He didn't even do it initially. It was because Beyonce was like, "This is good." He's like, "All right, let's do it."
That's it. Like, but the thing is, he never.
you say, babe?
But he never called Holly back and nothing like that. He just walked up one day and was like, "It's done."
Yeah, that's all he needs to do.
All right, so
But you got to earn it still.
Yeah.
Gotta
who's
earn
on
it.
your top 5 list?
Hip hop or
But now,
Nah,
before,
just right now, who's on your top 5?
Right now, top 5. Okay.
That's why I told you I don't be needing all this. This is just like shit for me to read through real quick. I already know majority of the answers. I know they don't know the answers, but
we're going rap. We're going rap right now. All right, let's say the obvious Kendrick Cole.
wait, at what number?
Not ranking him.
no.
Okay, fair enough.
They almost at the same rank
Not gonna
anyway.
rank.
Like,
fair
they
enough.
just,
Right now, Kendrick's up.
he ain't put Cole didn't put anything out yet, like too much.
I mean, but he just
I'm about
dropped
to
not
say
too long
Cole.
ago.
Did he just drop an album?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They only shot
Give that little time to marinate. We'll be here some
Kendrick
no.
the same way. He just like Cole, like, you know what I mean?
Right
He
now-
writing. That's what's
Yeah.
different. He writes. He writes.
Right now, like I said, JID is on a high level.
Oh, Jid, yeah.
Yeah, JID is on a high level.
Haven't listened to anything new from him yet.
Female wise, I'm just gonna because I'm gonna throw a lady out here who's not heard.
Recognized. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's on your Spotify.
definitely on my spot.
Okay.
No, this girl, LaKaylee 47. I think she's from Brooklyn.
I know.
Like that.
Oh, you heard of her?
I heard it.
You know where she gets a lot of placement?
What?
Like Issa on like Insecure. Like her music is like on like TV, films, that kind of stuff. Like
Yeah, wait, so Issa
she comes out with more commercials almost even.
So
more
Issa could really spit though,
Issa probably can. I mean,
because
yeah.
in Insecure she was spitting
Yeah.
a lot. Like,
So you say that her music be like in the back of it's gonna sound messed up. Back of like a Honda commercial or something like that, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what commercial she was in recently, even. But yeah, nah, she got some shit, and she's just a dope
All right.
performer. Who else? Let's go West Coast. Damn, no, I can't even do
There ain't
that.
nobody out there.
you don't like Roddy Ricch?
No, I like Roddy. I don't consider him much of a rapper. So to say.
Hell no.
He's one of those
Millennial?
melodics.
No, I like his flow, and I like the things that he says.
No,
Sometimes
he has a he definitely has a style about him. That's a
Yeah,
full fact.
and it makes sense what he say a lot of the time.
Push is still consistent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Push is still consistent.
Then they came back
considered
out.
old school.
Malice came back to work with him.
Yeah, no, this album.
No Malice.
He's
This album's
considered
a
old
good-
school, like kind of.
Push, yeah, because he's age-wise, he's up there with
Yeah,
them too.
Jay-Z.
He's been around for
Yeah.
just as
Yeah.
long.
Mm-hmm.
But he could get in the booth and still spit like
Yeah.
better than the new cats.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
made Drake bring out his son. You heard that?
Who else? There's another artist, IDK. I fuck with IDK.
Who the hell's that?
He's from the West Coast.
See, I like how you break it down like this, man. Because this is the thing I'm talking about. Where a lot of people don't understand this or see this. Was like, there's music all over the place.
That's the thing.
You know
too.
what I'm saying?
I feel like there's just music comes out so damn fast now. It's hard to keep up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also feel like there's way more good music behind us than there is forward necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like what's going on now, I can get to that whenever.
Yeah.
Like if I'm late and I missed it,
Oh,
apparently
I
you
know what
weren't
you're
out, you weren't meant to stick around. So
Right.
if you're going already, oops.
Well, like you said, it's also the way you put out music. Back in the day, you had to go to a label and everything
Yeah.
like that. Now,
You need a catalog.
yeah,
You need
now
a body of work.
But I'm saying, but
You
now I
can
can go on
put it now.
SoundCloud and release something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's like, okay, you can have your ownership, but if you putting out trash, nobody wants
Doesn't
that.
matter.
You
Like,
think they
Yeah.
just
it's
putting out
worthless.
too much music now than back in the day when they were trying to put out
Too
the
much,
music?
and there's
The
no
quality.
quality
There's
control.
no
Yeah.
That's the quality to it because that's the
There's
thing.
no
That's
quality.
the thing with the labels back in the day. You would have to sit there in front of people, have people
Shop
listen
that
to
shit.
it, and be like, "No."
Right.
Like now, you can just
No, it
release
wasn't
it.
even
Put me
about-
onto that one show with Rick Ross, The Dream, and the other dude from the Rock Nation or whatever.
But here's the thing about that show: none of them came out.
yeah,
Like
It's
so,
not even about the labels. It's about the artists. The artists know, like I said, that's why they need to categorize it differently. The artists know that lyrically, they don't have to draw us anymore.
Right.
They just need to draw us by looking at us, performing, just saying shit. Like,
Holding
really.
all this jewelry.
What-
Well,
what
what-
trending,
but
all
you forget that
Yeah.
that's a very
Back then, it was straight lyrics.
But I was saying, but you also
bars,
forget that's a very which is crazy to even think of. It's a very rock and rollish thing. Because if you realize in rock and roll,
Oh no, it's punk as fuck.
you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
they would like, all decked out. Boom, 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 boom. Here's the appearance. It's your entourage. It's your beat. Who you can party with. That's all you're selling. You're right. You're not selling lyrics. Like the golden age of hip hop, you had to really listen to the breaks and all these other songs. You had to listen to it and feel
They
it.
used to write.
Yeah,
And
now
you also had to
right.
be what you were saying.
yeah, now it's like
Well, that's what it is now. That's what I hear now from every new artist. Oh, I thought hip hop was real. I thought hip hop was. Of course, it was fucking real, bro. It just
But here's the
wasn't
thing
as
now.
real as a sense that I'm really doing this shit right now.
Yeah.
But
Like,
now, content-wise, it's like I have no problem with people putting out new music, however you want to put it out. Whatever your artistic expression is, you want to play around with your melodies, your voice, you want to just mumble or whatever. You want to do your thing. But the content is what is really being pushed and really soaking into people, and it's just the gang of it. Like
Yeah.
it's.
That's what.
The fact that now we have Ricos, like YSL,
We always had Rico.
GS9, but not in the music industry.
Yeah,
but now that's
We
like,
had Ricos, but it
Yeah.
wasn't rappers getting brought down
No,
for
because
Ricos.
they're writing about the shit that they're seeing. Or
Before
whatever.
it was okay. I'm just a storyteller expressing from what
Yeah.
I've seen, what I've been around, friends of mine, whatever.
Right.
Now, it's so that you have to live this.
You have to live it. Yep.
You have to. If anybody checks you or tries you, you gotta
Valid.
push the line. You
Yeah.
gotta keep a mad goons around you to.
That's why the baby.
But you can't move safely
Well,
like that.
that's
You can't.
no.
That's
The
like
baby's not gonna last.
You
He's
can't
gonna
be
get shot,
comfortable.
or he's gonna.
Nah,
he's not
that
gonna,
the
he's
baby's
be in
gonna be
jail.
like the new 6ix9ine, but that's like Freddie Gibbs when he got hopped at it before he went to
Yeah.
go perform in
He
Buffalo or
performed
something
the
like
same
that.
day.
Performed the same right after, fucking eyes swollen and everything, still performed.
But you know what? For them, that's more
But that's-
grown man shit for them.
Yeah.
That's
No,
like
but
they're
the
not
part about
kids.
it is,
They
it's
fought it
like,
out, too.
No, it's not even they fought it out. He got hopped, bro.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
there was like a whole bunch of people. I saw the video. There's a whole bunch of people. And
Yeah,
like,
no, it was
In
a
a chicken
for
restaurant. or
what?
some shit.
That was like little TJ. I heard when he got dragged down the stairs. They got dragged down the stairs by a mob of people.
Not
For
even
what?
by what's his name, Butcher either.
But the
Right.
thing-
Some pussy shit.
but the
Right,
but,
Straight up pussy shit.
But
You
the thing is-
he's in your hood, so it's not like you can't pull up on a nigga. Like,
Benny the Butcher, right? That's what you're talking about? Yeah,
You-
exactly.
You can pull up on him and fight him with square ass.
but the thing is that I don't
All day.
understand is like why do they feel they need to,
Why the energy?
you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying?
Because of the viewers. That's what we buy.
You're right.
If
No,
we
you're
stop
right.
buying the shit, if
You're
our
right.
kids,
No, you're
if our
right.
kids stop buying the shit, it
Yeah,
wouldn't be a
but
trend.
where in Freddie Gibbs' bars did he say,
I'm not talking about.
20,000 of y'all
No,
cats?
no, but,
I'm not
but
talking about
Freddie
that.
slipping. He's
no, but it's also the perception. Like if you're watching this and this is what
That's
you
a
think is
small
cool.
scale. That's a small
You know what I'm
scale.
saying?
Look at Tashi 6ix9ine. He's clearly he is the brain
But that's
master
different.
of it
He's
all.
literally talking about how beat everybody
No,
the
but
hell
he's
up.
the brain.
You know what I mean?
He is
Let's not
the.
even talk about Tekashi now. He puts out no content. That's what.
No, but he that's
See how
the,
soft he said that?
but see that's
That's
the
not meant to.
mastermind in him.
He's like, I
That's,
don't need whack coming at me right now.
that's the mastermind in him. He knows he don't have to sell no music, but the fact that he knows the
he
viewers
also got
are gonna
that off the
listen to
50
him,
Cent blueprint though.
basically. But 50 Cent was about it.
Yeah, 50 Cent actually could
and
back it up
It was
with a song.
no, but see,
And more.
That's gonna sell.
look who looks stupid though. The people that was riding with 6ix9ine. These actual gang members. That 6ix9ine wasn't a gang member, but the dude's riding with him.
No,
Where they
for
at
some reason he
right now?
became a gang member.
Because
brought
he had
his
money.
way. Yeah, he brought his
He
way
brought
into
the
the
money.
gang.
That's
you know
it.
what I mean, but
He wasn't no gangbanger.
It doesn't. But
brought money.
But that's the thing. Like,
And fame.
why the draw to that?
Because of the kids are feeding into that.
yeah.
But,
That's it.
but that's what I mean. Like, the energy is out there and everybody's soaking it up. But that's what I mean. Like, once upon a time, we didn't need that energy
At all.
That energy was actually
It's
banned. Like, it was like, yo,
It's very-
if
it's
you want
very-
to do that over there.
It's very unnecessary because when you create music, that's an art. That's a very beautiful art.
It's supposed to be inclusive.
You know, and like
Yeah.
you shouldn't have to come down to the point where you bring. I don't say all violence because if that's your art, you know that's what you feel. You know, speak it, but there got to be a point. Like you can't just all violence all the time. Eventually, you're gonna run into a wall.
It's crazy.
I always say, like, if everybody's selling drugs, where the fiends at?
Nobody gonna rap about being a fiend though. That's the problem.
Y'all all in the same neighborhoods. Y'all all selling crack around the same areas, but like,
about his shit. He
Post
you-
Malone.
yo,
you know what I mean?
Can
Can you imagine what we just said? Everyone's a drug dealer, right? Everyone. All
You got
five.
that one dude who's gonna rap. I buy the drugs from everybody. Hey,
But they do rap about being the fiends.
They
I'm
do.
on the perp.
I know.
I just bet $4,000 on
Future,
weed.
how many people love Future? What is he putting out? Negative content.
Yeah.
I'm on the syrup.
No.
Yeah, I've actually knew
Percocet.
somebody that
Molly
was like that.
Percocet.
They
What?
were a low life, and I was playing that song at my job one day, and they're like, "Yo, you know, I lived that life," and I was like, "He was a low life, bro?" Because I'm seeing this dude now, and I'm like, "Bro, you're not a low life." Bro.
Oh no, he means from when he was jacking polos
Yeah,
back in the day when
yeah.
you were a real low life
Well,
because
real
y'all were
low
jacking
life,
rugbies
bro.
off of trucks and Neiman's and shit, selling them on the
Yup.
street. Those are the real New York City. Shout out to the real New York City low lifes.
Apparently, both of them know who they're speaking of.
No, but
No,
that's
we don't know exactly. Like,
but like that's the
person,
thing
but
too.
it's
Like
just-
they take
yeah.
like the kids take the culture now and they feel like they invented it when it's like no,
yeah,
that's
it's unnecessary because the thing is
you
like
did not. This
like,
was here before you.
everyone is everyone. You know what I'm saying? Like just be you.
Right.
You know
Why
what I'm
does
saying?
that have to sell? Why do
It-
you have to make money that way?
You don't.
You're
You don't.
destroying
You don't at
community.
all.
It's
Look
just
at all these
what
people
gets
dying.
heard,
Look
you
at all
know
these people
what I
dying. But when there's a shooting in Buffalo, where the hood at? You just shot up a whole full of grandmas and all these people. Where the hood at?
Yeah.
Where they at? You're talking about it in your streets, in your music.
That's
where
like that
y'all
dude
at?
that shut up the supermarket.
Yeah,
Where's the
where you
hood
at? Where you at?
Yeah, no.
This dude rolled up on your granny and all these people. Where y'all at?
Yep.
Plain and simple.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying.
That's what
It's
I'm
just
talking about. Y'all literally feeding the negative energy to the little kids that are being brainwashed,
Back
and then
in-
that's why we keep getting this.
Back in
song.
the day, we had a song, "Self-Destruction."
Yep.
with
KRS-One, MC
the
Lyte.
top rappers
Yeah.
at that time
Mhm.
on one track, giving the message you needed to hear.
Mhm.
But negativity
And then-
sells.
Exactly.
Look,
Why
look
is it
at,
selling?
look
Get
at
that outta
the,
here.
the number one song, Pump Kicks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that's about?
I can only imagine.
The fucking Columbine.
Exactly.
see. I think with Mel just hit it right on the
And-
head. We need the artists come together and make one of those
Of
songs.
course.
I think that's really what we
But then
need.
again,
That's not gonna change
these kids
anything.
don't want to hear that shit.
No, but that's not going to change
They're not
anything
even
because
Nah,
their
but
mindset's
if
not
you
like
pump
that.
out enough content with that same energy,
Okay.
then it'll change it
KRS-One
around.
was
what
about that.
new
They
artists
just
would
switch
you
up.
put
Like
on that track?
Yeah, but
Nobody.
KRS-One was like a backpack
Kendrick
rapper.
and J. Cole
Okay, that's
and
two.
Jay-Z.
See, we're talking about the hood, like the artists I'm coming up with, like that's not gonna work. Like I would do,
course not.
I would do like I would do like something like Silk Sonic or something like that, but that's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
But
that's
that's
a-
somebody like
that's
Lil
another thing, too.
Baby,
Reach
though.
them like
Lil
they're not
Baby
gonna-
would be perfect for
But
that.
he's horrible.
Kids
He's
are also
he's
losing
feeding
that
negative
soul.
Not
energy
the
to
Baby.
the-
Oh,
There's
Lil
no
Baby.
soul or
Lil
feeling.
Baby.
I guess really you just gotta live your life, man. And
No,
unfortunate
you
as it
gotta
is,
stop being brainwashed, kids. I'm telling you. You gotta.
they gotta do
I
something.
remember sitting in my book trying to write shit, and it's like, yo, all right.
Mad gun bars are coming to you.
Bro, I have mad bars about how I could kill somebody, and then I'm like,
Nothing to educate.
nothing of
Why
substance.
is it that hard?
That's
Isn't it
not-
crazy?
It's literally nothing of
Isn't
substance.
it crazy? You
brainwashed.
wrote all that and just read it back like,
Bro,
what am I writing?
I remember the first one of the tracks that I wrote, right? And obviously it was never heard, but literally the first verse, the first bar was, how did my dick taste? And I'm like, bro, there's no substance in this whole shit.
No context.
No context.
Who the fuck are you talking about?
I was talking about somebody, obviously, but I'm like,
not the world don't know that. Though.
right,
Like,
the world don't know that. There's no substance in this whole track.
Y'all ever see that
She
video?
come back with a track. Nigga tastes like corn chips.
Well, who you talking about? You know that wasn't in my mouth. Like, I mean, like,
You ever
shit's
see that
whack.
video online with the grandma reading his her grandson's she found like one of his like rhymes around the house,
No.
and she was started reading it out loud to him. And she was jumping on the dick. Who was jumping on your dick? Would you like it if I jumped on your dick? Huh?
Disgusting.
Talking about jumping on dicks.
Damn.
Like,
Granny.
like you read that shit back, you're like, yeah, I was wild.
So, I will say though that was it? Yeah, it was
Yo,
over.
what's
It was.
going on? It's hot, bro.
All right, go ahead. So, I just want to say, excuse the buzzing. It's hot in here. We died. During the pandemic, right? Damn, we can hear all that.
That's right. This is air, people.
That's not a wind tunnel we going through.
It's just
No, because all
It's
jokes
just
aside,
natural air.
They got construction
Nah,
going
you
on,
ready
yo.
for this? So I see Kenny over here, see Bell, and in the corner of my eye, I see Phil, and nothing but sweat is coming. He got more sweat coming out his face than Mel's cup that has nothing in it.
That boy is suffering over
I was like, he making me sweat. And I'm like, yeah, I'm about to put this on.
I have no idea what this man's talking about now. Like I was saying, so around the pandemic time, I can hear that now. Around the pandemic time, the whole verses. Mm-hmm. What do you think about that? How you know what I'm saying? Because that was nice. Because you take two musical styles and
loved
boom.
it. And everybody's catalog went up after.
Yeah.
Because you heard these joints and you're like, oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, he got a pen. Oh, she could sing. Like you were getting these well, in the beginning, it was different because you literally had to go track for track, but it just made you remember who had.
But it was all online first, and then was it Dipset that had the actual show? They did the first one.
No. The one that popped it off was that Beanie Man Bounty.
Ooh. No, and
that was the first live
Big Daddy
Jeezy
Bashment style do it.
Gucci Mane.
But then after that, everybody had to be face to face after that.
They haven't done too many, but I think they really should start bringing those back. That was
now
they
put up the paywall.
I was like,
literally.
Well, now you got to pay for Triller.
Oh,
yeah, now you got to pay for Triller to watch the verses.
Dipset did have a good catalog.
Wait, you serious?
It's a monthly subscription, but they don't drop them consistently enough for me.
Triller?
And will I care about who you actually put in the verses that I'm paying for it? And like the Cypress and Onyx one, I didn't watch. That was on the end of a boxing card and shit. Apparently, Cypress was pissed off because they went too late.
What does it do? Just promote their old shit, really?
I mean,
it's not.
Wasn't Method Man on one?
Nah, him and it was Meth verse Red. That was the 420 episode.
Oh, yeah.
They did a 420
They didn't do a verse. They were together, though. They did like.
It was
together.
a verse, though.
No, they went together.
Yeah, but
they were rapping together.
No, they did their some songs together, but other than that, they had their individual joints they were doing.
You had to pay for that shit, though?
Now you do. See, now you have to really give me a good lineup for me to actually want. It's like buying a wrestling pay-per-view.
It's just promotion.
I'm not just gonna buy every card if I don't fuck with everybody.
What does it even matter?
I was like, I gotta get up on my battle rap shit again, man. I know you tell me.
Oh yeah, no. Oh shit, it's Ultimate Madness now. Yeah. That's the tournament for $100K.
Damn.
Yeah, and there's some big guys in it. There's a few.
I'm about to go hard on them, talk about everything.
Nah, these dudes be spitting their ass off.
But that's the other good thing too. Out of a lot of this, certain things are blowing up. Battle rap, the purity of that. That's making dollars now. Now it's
what?
Oh, you serious? We
got
Cypher Day.
Cypher Day?
We got something in the works. We got something in the works.
Yeah, we got something coming up. You know.
But, lyricism still lives in places. It's just not getting the push of mainstream. But that's because America profits off pain and misery. And
For sure. I think this is a good point. Don't you agree? Yeah. So give you all your socials and everything. Let the people know.
Well, you can hit me up on Instagram at Melly Mel Funxion, MELLYMELFUNXION, and check me out my podcast, Spotify, Major Mel Funxion. It's a party. Everyone's invited.
How long is that party?
Listen, any party under an hour is not a party.
You got to take a day off.
That's the thing, too. We're going to get into it. It's called Mel Funxion. It's a function, okay? If I was going to invite anybody over to a party and I was spinning records or spinning music, it's not going to be an hour. Why the fuck would I invite you?
Yeah, for that, I do it in my room by myself. Yeah.
We're hanging out. We're reminiscing. It's a feeling. I'm just trying to,
lighten the people.
Yeah, bring some joy to you because if you turn me off, you're going to go ahead, jump into whatever you want to. It's going to be some bullshit.
Yeah.
Now, if you want some shit that you could feel, some good music, some soul, some substance, some new artists you haven't heard because there's fucking mad music out there that y'all need to, tap into. Check out Major Mel Funxion on Spotify. Premium.
Get your money up.
Nah, I want to say this on behalf of Digital K.A.P and everything. You're doing some good work, man. Seriously.
Thank you.
Nah, seriously. You're I don't think if you realize it or not, you're educating the younger and the older about how music was and couldn't be. You know what I'm saying? So just keep doing your thing, man. Seriously. Seriously.
I definitely
Same
approach
with you guys.
I'll peep it. I'll peep it. I support. You know what I mean?
They might get shorter now just because, you know what? I put out a lot of content, so I totally justified taking some breaks. So
Bro, I was 88 minutes in, and I'm like, damn, I'm only halfway through. 88 minutes.
going back to music being long, I only put like 25 to 26 songs for the Biggie playlist, and that shit was still almost like
I'm 88 minutes in, and I still got
That's not a lot of music.
I laugh so hard because I just have this visual. Like, you see on Spotify, you see the bar. Like, you'd be 88 minutes in, it'd be like this small.
Yep.
like that.
It's like you're playing Street Fighter on hard and shit. You trying to whooping his ass. Combos for days.
And all he
Life
doing
meter
is
just
blocking.
life meter just
Left.
Dead ass, yo.
got about 5 more minutes in this match, yo.
E-Hon is sitting there like, that didn't faze me at all.
Are you done?
He laughing like he does at the end of the match.
Oh, man, but nah, it was definitely great having you on the show, man.
Thank you for having me, fellas.
Seriously.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro.
And maybe be back one day. We'll see how that happens, man. We'll see how that happens.
I'll show up.
Can I
That's
just
it.
You can pop up, you know what I mean? Just give us a call, you know.
Nah, I ain't popping up because you might not be
that.
here.
Oh, yeah.
I
Damn.
just want to give my condolences out
Hold on.
to the shootings that's been going on. Texas shooting. I think there's 21 dead now. Obviously, the Buffalo shooting. 10 died, 13 were injured. It's getting crazy. Just my condolences out to the family. Because it's getting crazy out there.
No, it's a fact.
Of
More people
all
are
shootings,
actually,
honestly, of all shootings.
Yo,
Yeah,
but the crazy part about it is people are really, more people are dying from mass shootings than anything.
I know,
That's
man.
crazy.
You know what I mean?
And it was
So
at an
that's-
elementary school.
That's crazy.
That sticks me hard. 'Cause
Nah,
my kids
yeah,
in
man.
elementary-
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. Like that can even.
Definitely.
Imagine getting the call.
Yeah.
Like Heather B said, all Glocks down, yo.
Yeah, prayers and condolences to all the families affected. Definitely.
Facts.
Other than that, we have a quote of the day?
I don't.
You don't.
Do you be paying
He
attention
don't.
sometimes?
He don't.
I remember what you said.
He don't. He don't.
Only when there's no guests, bro. Not against our guests. This is our boy and shit, but
This is about him.
Yeah, exactly. Not about us and the quotes, bro. Come on, man. Stick to the script. You're
My
hurt.
bad, my bad.
It's gonna be a clip. Stick to the script. You're hurt.
Yeah.
It's your boy HA to the BI.
There you go.
You ready?
I just did it.
Man. We out DJ
Y'all gotta
Rooster.
say y'all names at the end,
You
bro.
know it, K-Dogg in the house. See you later. Have a
Exactly.
good life.
Come on, man.
DJ Rooster.
It's your boy HA to the BI once again. You heard?
Man, we out.
Peace.